This man only needed one punch to instantly bring down an entire floor of the building. It turns out, Koki was preparing for his fight the next day against the primitive fighter, Pike. He trained all night and finally, as the sun rose, he mastered the technique of mobilizing every joint in his body. Soon after, he stepped into the arena. At that moment, an overwhelming aura suddenly slammed into him. It was his entire organization, the Shinshinkai, all throwing punches in unison to cheer him on. Koki felt an immense sense of power at that moment. As the iron gate swung open, Pike charged at him like a madman, but Koki welcomed him with a lightning-fast triple punch combo. However, Pike didn't fall. In fact, he only became more furious, charging at Koki with even more intensity. Koki quickly countered and struck his vital points, the intense pain causing Pike's body to tremble uncontrollably. At this point, Pike was completely enraged. He stood up and launched another brutal assault on Koki, but Koki cleverly used his body's joints to deliver a devastating blow. This hit caused the powerful Pike to collapse to the ground, but the force of it was mutual. Koki's right hand was also rendered useless in the process. As Pike stood up again, Koki felt an unexpected thrill. This was the kind of opponent he had been hoping for. Koki went on the offensive, delivering a powerful left punch and right kick. These two devastating blows finally knocked Pike to the ground. However, his hands and right leg were no longer usable after the attacks. Just then, Pike suddenly sprang back to life and charged toward Koki. Koki was taken aback. He hadn't expected his hard-earned advantage to crumble so quickly. But instead of fear, he felt exhilarated. He still had his strongest move left. As Pike closed in, Koki twisted his body, channeling all his strength through his joints, and gathered every ounce of power into his arm. With a split second, he unleashed it. In that moment, the speed of his punch surpassed even the speed of light, with enough power to pierce through the earth. This terrifying strike knocked Pike unconscious. The 100,000 spectators in the arena were left in complete shock. They couldn't believe that Koki had actually defeated the primal fighter Pike. They began chanting Koki's name, and in that moment, Koki felt that every sacrifice had been worth it.